Good morning, babes. Welcome back. It's your girl, Barb City. Before we get into this video, please make sure you are subscribed to this channel and your post notifications are on. So I am not here running my big old mouth to myself, okay? Also, you don't want to miss out. It's Barb City where it be litty, all right? Anyways, you guys also follow me on Twitter at The Real Barb City, Instagram at Barb City Pink Print, and as usual, my Facebook page and my second YouTube channel will be pinned in the comments for anyone that wants to support the expansion of Barb City, okay? With that being said, you guys, let's go on ahead and get into our first topic, which is going to be something that I found hilarious, okay? Then we are going to get into a few of Nicki's stats and then on to a more serious topic with a small, very small story time. Okay, let's get into it. So today, you guys, I enjoyed the laugh of 2023. Okay, GHerbo basically feels like he is the best rapper alive. I feel like that's okay for him to feel that way about himself. Like, I feel like I'm the greatest in everything that I do. I feel like I got the smartest kids, the cutest kids. I feel like I got the best husband in the world. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. So I feel like that's okay for him to feel that way about himself. But if people do not want to agree with them, then that is their choice. And I'm going to go on ahead and raise my hand, okay? I do not at all agree with GHerbo. And I'm not saying this man is not talented. It's just not giving, okay? With that being said, you guys, the Shade Room posted something that he put on his story, and it said this: I really feel like I'm the best rapper alive. MBS. Y'all already know they came with those comments. One of them saying this: not while Wayne and Hov still have breath in their bodies. I can't even name a song he made. Yo Sean told him to say that. I have never heard a GHerbo song. 3 more people saying this. Not even in the top 10. He's good though. I love your confidence, Herbert. Now, Herbert, get your in over here right now. And you guys, I don't know how to count, or either I can't see, but there are 2 more comments, okay? Now, Herbert, Bad Baby is even better than you, and who? And now, Herbert, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, buddy. Man, when I say that last comment really took me out, oh my God. But anyways, you guys, let's get into the topic of the queen before we get into a more serious part of the video, okay? You guys, I just want to go on ahead and read some of the queen's stats, Red Ruby the Sleaze updates, and everything like that. You guys already know how we do it, so here we go. Billboard posted this: Nicki Minaj scores back-to-back #1 debuts on Billboard's Hot Rap Songs chart as her latest single, Red Ruby the Sleaze, follows last year's 11-week champ, Super Freaky Girl. Chart Data posted this: Nicki Minaj's Red Ruby the Sleaze has surpassed 18 million streams on Spotify. Buzzing Pop posted this: Nicki Minaj ties Madonna as the female artist with the second most top 20 hits in Hot 100 history with 44 each. Chart Data posted Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj's Side to Side is now eligible for 8 times platinum in the US for selling over 8 million units. Chart Data also said that Monster has now surpassed 300 million streams on Spotify. And y'all, can I just say that Nicki Minaj is always being mentioned by Chart Data, okay? They also said that artists with the most #1 hits in Hot Rap Songs chart history: Drake with 27, Wayne with 11, Diddy with 10, Kanye West with 10, and Nicki Minaj with 9. And of course, she's the only female artist on the list, okay? Barb's Room posted Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat are now the most streamed female rappers on Spotify in 2023. And Nicki Minaj Queen Dom posted Nicki Minaj has now surpassed 47 million monthly listeners on Spotify, okay? You guys, as usual, nothing has changed. The queen continues to queen. She is still the queen, okay? And with that being said, let's get into our next topic. So as I stated, the ending of this video will be on a more serious topic, and I am going to include a very quick story time, okay? As you guys know, TBoz from TLC did report that her daughter possibly came in contact with human traffickers, okay? So I don't want to say those words because I don't know if I'll get in trouble, but I'm going to play the video for you guys here.
Hear about sex trafficking and stuff like that. So my daughter was just leaving the doctor's office, and when she came to the car, she had a weird thing on her windshield wiper. So instead of touching it, because when you do, they'll have some kind of drug substance on there that will make you drowsy and knock you out, okay? So this is the thing. She looked at her surroundings. She hurried up, got in the car, drove off, went to a safe, crowded location, and took some object to knock it off. But now the concern is, now I hear they put trackers on your car. So if you have a father, brother, mail around, police station, wherever, make sure y'all check for trackers so they won't track you guys home or to the next location.
Before we get into my quick story time and the comments, you guys, I want to say this. If you ever find yourself in a situation like this, do not touch whatever was placed on your car, okay? If you accidentally do not touch your face. By all means, find somewhere to wash your hands immediately. If you're not safe and you're unable to do that, drive to a well-lit area where there are a lot of people. Drive to a police station, drive to a fire station. I say a well-lit area where there's a lot of people before a police station, you guys, because I don't know where you're from, but in Colorado, our stations don't always have deputies in them, okay? You actually have to go in there, pick up the emergency phone, and call dispatch. So that might not be the safest thing to do. Now, you guys, I want to tell you guys a very quick story, but before I do, I want to mention my cousin without saying too much out of respect for my family, okay? I do have a cousin, her name is Zoe, and she has been missing for almost 6 years now, okay? And the last update we got was that she's possibly in Oklahoma and that she's a part of trafficking, okay? You guys, my cousin basically worked at a club. She took her kids to my other cousin one day to babysit. She went to work and never came back. So again, you guys, be very, very careful, especially when you work in environments like that. You are being watched. Always get an escort to your car, okay? But anyways, you guys, let's get into this very quick story. So it was me, Babe, his cousin, and my best friend, and we was all taking breaks from our house or whatever, and we was at a hotel drinking, smoking, having a good time, whatever. And at the time, me and Babe still smoked cigarettes. So him and my best friend and his cousin were going to be downstairs smoking a cigarette while I ran up the street to the Sinclair to get us some Swishers to smoke some more weed. So I run up the street to get Swishers. I go in, I come back out, I get in my car, and right before I'm about to drive off, this guy jumps in my car, you guys. He's a young black dude. He looked about 30 years old. It's the middle of the summertime. He has on black snow boots, a gray sweater jumpsuit and a black beanie. Okay, so that already was scary. He was telling me like, hey, I don't want to hurt you, just do what I'm telling you to do. The whole time he had his hand in one of his pockets. I don't know what he had in there. Then he started telling me he was the police and that if I just listen to him, I'm not going to go to jail. So I started telling him like, hey, you don't have to hurt me. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Matter of fact, I know where we can go. So he was like, where? I was like, we can go to my house. So he's like, okay, take us to your house. Thankfully, you guys. So he's thinking that I'm really about to drive to my house, which is nowhere around the area that we're in. But instead, in my head, I'm about to drive to the hotel where I know my husband is waiting for me. Okay, so you guys, I kept doing U-turns because I did not know exactly where this hotel was at. I knew that it was just right there in the vicinity, but I was just so shook and scared that I could not find my way back to this hotel. You know what I'm saying? So after like 4 U-turns, he started getting really upset and agitated. He's all like, oh, what's up? You don't know where your own house is? And I'm like, no, I'm just scared. So finally, I seen the hotel. So he had already told me, like, if you do one more U-turn, we're going to have a problem. So I tested my luck. I did one more U-turn, and y'all, I pulled up in front of the hotel in my babe, and then we're standing right there. And it's like I stopped just like 1 foot too soon because the guy was able to open his door and go off running. So my babe was so upset that I did not pull up closer to him, and it took him a second to understand that I just stopped. Like right when I seen him, I just stopped. And he was like, babe, I'm so sorry. I just wish that I could have did more for you in that moment. So you guys, I say all this to say that even in a situation like that, where you're just running to the gas station, like you need to be aware of your surroundings at all times, you guys. It is bad out here. Also, don't underestimate anybody by age, by what they look like, or any of that, okay? Here are some of those comments. Do they not know who her daddy is? He is about that life. Man, I hate that people really have to go out their way to literally tear down other people and then harm them. It makes no sense. What reason do you have to try and kidnap another person or hurt them? It's really sad. Notice how she said father, brother, male. Even after all this nonsense online, we women still look to our men for support and help. Please be that man. Be that man you'd want your son to be. Be that man you'd want your daughter to marry. Be that man, because at the end of the day, we need y'all. 3 more people saying this. Joke's on them, because if they follow me, I'm driving to the closest police station and I keep my nana on me. Sad it has to be like that. Crazy is there used to be a time we could keep our doors unlocked. One more person saying, my sister found an Apple tracker in her trunk in Miami. She took it to the cops and they said they couldn't do anything. They didn't even take her serious. Ladies, be careful. You guys, I do not have time. If you try me, I have a purple Ruger for you, okay? I had to separate those words, and y'all already know why. And with that being said, you guys, I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves, be careful, and watch your surroundings. Thanks!